Let's see. That's a bit better. Oh, Jesus Christ. And... oh, good Lord, the camera stand starting to have a bit of issues. Right, hopefully I'm live. I can't really tell these days. Modern technology is not the greatest thing in the world at the moment. If we are live, welcome to this very random live stream. Totally not replacing an episode that we had problems with. That's not happening right now. Oh, God. I don't know if anyone's watching. I'm assuming the comments will come back up like last time. I hope it's going to go well. Oh, good Lord, what happened there? Oh, God. Yeah, this camera stand's having a better time than it used to. Anyway, welcome guys to this very apropos Q&A and general sorting of certain games. As you can see, that's a pilot for the last 2 months. I tend to sort things out like every month or two. I basically don't do it like one by one because it gets a pain in the ass. So just do it in one go. It makes it so much easier across the board. Hope everyone is well. Few things to announce a little later on. They're only small things, but I think some people already know this. Anyway, know certain things. Tonight's episode was supposed to be Braintree CEX, but a mixture of complications. One, Dave was editing that episode and his Wi-Fi in his village or origin is not working very well at the moment. It's like terrible. So upload and download speeds were really impossible the last 2 or 3 days. So the episode is done. Hello, Dave. Hello, Yorkshireman. I'll do. So basically, Dave's Wi-Fi was not compatible. The episode's done, but there's a couple of things we just need to sort out with uploading. So hopefully that'll be tomorrow. Hello, Parky Games. If I pronounce your names wrong, I apologise. I'm barely reading the camera very much at the moment. So that episode hopefully will come out tomorrow night. So things will still be reasonably good. The live stream we did last time actually was quite popular for a lot of the people who watch on a weekly or weekly basis, and I appreciate that. I had some fun with that one. Some questions and some opinions were shared, and genuinely was one of the most enjoyable things I've done in some time. So I thought, let's just do another one while sorting out some games to put in the rack, if you will. Oh, good Lord. A couple of things. The tier list, which was last Sunday, weird episode. So obviously I gave my opinions, and the first day, I'm going to assume it's like a CX effect. The first day, very few people watched it. So fair enough, I won't do it again. But overnight, and like during the second day, the episode was far more popular than the first day. Even in Retrohead, I'm sorry for insulting one of your favourite bands. Retrohead didn't like the fact that I said Megadeth was overrated. Sorry, sir. Hello, Matty. How you doing? How you doing, man? So anyway, tier lists got actually slightly more popular, and I want to do more tier lists. And one I'm currently working on right now is consoles, which are going to be quite divisive. But that is currently in the works. I just need to actually film it and give my opinion on which consoles I think are fantastic, which consoles I thought underachieved. We're going to do all generations, all 9 to 10 generations of consoles over the years. So that's going to be quite an episode for me to edit. Oh, they're going to burn me alive, Dave. For those who remember, your PS1 will do well. Don't worry about it. PS1 will do well. For those who remember, Dave is not a fan of the N64. And it wasn't the greatest console. We all going to admit to that one. So, Dave, trust me, I will be honest in my opinions. Nothing's going to get favourability. I'm probably going to do that episode on a number of subjects. Hell nah! Hell nah! A lot of subjects. Sales obviously is going to play a factor. Library is going to play a big factor. General popularity also. Time of when it came out, how much it really helped the gaming market or gaming business at the time. So there'll be certain consoles where we now think they weren't that brilliant, but at the time they did wonders for the industry. And there's certain consoles where you think are being like S2 and A tier, might not be there. This man played the WCW games on 64. To be honest, NWO WCW Revenge is probably the best wrestling game on N64, and I love No Mercy, but that one is fantastic to this day, and some of the best wrestling games ever released on consoles. Just an opinion, guys. Just an opinion. So that will be coming up reasonably shortly. I also plan to do some tier lists in the future on genres in PS2 games, like horror games, racing games, like which ones were the best for the PS2, that kind of stuff. But that will take a lot more research and memory because there's certain games I have not played in a long time. So that's all good. We've also got the Chelmsford CX episode coming out next week, hopefully. I will hopefully be meeting Gamer Roties in the next few days to pick up what he's put aside for me, so that episode will be coming up also. And December's already planned ahead. I will tell you sometime in mid-November about that one. Yes, I am going to do a 2000 PS2 game special, Matty. I really will. I've got to try and work out what I want to do for that 2000 because, to be honest, I want the 2000 game to be something really unique. Oh, is it Reverse Hulk? I'm sorry. God. So I've still not know how to do this, and it's weird because I can't flip it. If I flip it, you'll see the back of my room, but basically everything's backwards. So the number's going to read backwards. I don't know why when you go live that happens, because when I record all the time like this, never have that issue. Just when you go live. I don't know how the technology works. I'm still learning. To this day. Yeah, so I wish I had 3,000 games. 1903 at the moment. It's actually higher than that, but officially for what you've seen, it's 1903. Anyway, so there will be a 2000 game special. I have no idea when we hit 2000, but I think it's going to be 3 to 4 months minimum because finding games is getting very hard right now. I'm getting a lot of help though, so I appreciate you all. I really do. For those who don't know, because I haven't actually mentioned it yet, me and Dave have actually put in mild efforts, and we have a Facebook channel again, or Facebook page, if you will. If you want to basically communicate with fellow YouTube or subscribers and share collections or what you've done today on a Facebook page, PS2 Mini Games, it's an option. Me and Dave only started like a week ago. We're still learning. We're still trying to work out because we did it like a long time ago and we gave up in like 2 minutes because Dave's not much of a Facebook page person and neither am I really, but I'm going to try this time. We're both going to try and we'll see how it goes. So Facebook, just look up PS2 Mini Games. It's there. I really got to start using Discord page more because we have a Discord page too. I really got to start posting in there more because Discord is, hopefully it's in the description, Discord page. Discord is quite handy for communicating with a lot of you because if you can't communicate with Discord, Instagram, Discord's really helped the channel a lot. Anyway, I don't know how this Q&A is going to go. If you want to ask questions, just fire them away. I'll try and read them as I'm doing it. It'll take a long time to play for a lot of them, Matty. I think it'll take decades. Yeah, Dave is generally awful with social media. Both of us are, Dave, but we're working it out. It's going to be hard to show you how I'm doing this because, like games like that, with like an N, the N shelf is like down there. So it's kind of hard to show you while I'm like organising. By the way, the camera stands near the end of its life, so it's going to keep slanting. I'm trying to work that around. Honestly, doing this channel has been generally fun for the last 2 years, and it still continues to be fun. I honestly, when we started this channel a long time ago, me and Dave thought it might do 2 or 3 months, no one will watch, and we give up. Thank God you watched, because honestly, this has been one of my favourite hobbies I've done for the last 2.5 years. Because some of you might remember, I've mentioned it before. Before that, I used to collect Pokemon cards like a long time ago. Like we're talking like I gave it up like 7 to 8 years ago, and I kept them all, and I've still got my followers up there. But from the original set to like 2015, you just collect it all the time. Worst game you've played on PS2? Worst one? There are some contenders. There really is. I've played a couple of Phoenix games. The puzzle games, they're pretty awful. Good lord. Trying to think off the top of my memory because I'm looking at some of the shelves right now and there's nothing that screams out I'm awful. I mean, some of the like, how can I put this? I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head and like you see that's just bloody awful. If we're talking like general like rule of thumb games, I mean Kabbalah are pretty awful because they're just shooting deer. I'm not a big fan of that at all. Kabbalah games. Catwoman is fucking awful. Catwoman was one of the worst PS2 games ever made. Terrible film, terrible game. Awful. Phoenix Game Marathon, I think some people would stop watching out of protest if we did that. Getting the cat code order, not anytime soon, to be honest. I'm doing it in an alphabetical order because that's just so much easier. Cat code order, for anyone who's wondering, I believe is the case. Let me just grab a game on the shelf. Basically, cat code order is putting the order in release date with the number on the bottom of the spine. It will take so long to do that. Monkey's Island is a good game. Well, I thought it was. I played so many different versions. I'm getting so many comments right now, I can't read them all at the same time. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking yet. If I miss a question, I apologise. They're just coming at me. Actually, faster than I expected. But Catwoman was a terrible game. Celebrity Deathmatch, also a horrific game. I know you do, Ollie. I know you do, but it's like, I've got to do it for what I want. I'm sorry. Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch is one of the worst PS2 games. It really is. It plays awful. That show was not great either. And then there's just games you expect to be awful, like a lot of children's games. Bounce is good. Bounce is good, Dave. I'm trying to play 4 games per month. To be honest, like seriously playing games, I might, if I get a game I really like, I might play 2 weeks on it, because every time I try a new game, I give it an hour. If I enjoy it, I keep going until I get to the point where it's like, enough's enough. I might do platinum version, Ollie. I might do the platinum version. How can I put this? If I'm still playing the PS2 game after 2 hours and I'm still enjoying it, it's got to be a decent game. Because I've played a lot of these, and some of these games, after half an hour, I'm losing the will to live. Oh, I haven't played Future Cop yet. Unless... Oh, is that the PS1 game? No, I'll have to try that one. You know, I genuinely forget I can play PS1 games on the PS2. I'm not even joking. I genuinely forget I can do that. Oh my god. 3 out of 10. Oh, that's even worse than the Bret Hart type score. Dave's getting flashbacks for Future Cop. To be honest, I do... For people to remember, if anyone's ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories on the PS1, I actually tried speedrunning that. I love that game to this day. One of the hardest Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Oh, I've got Pimp My Ride. Which one? The original or the racing game? But I think the original Pimp My Ride's an awful game too. Let me just make sure I'm not lying on that one. I am still hit. Oh, good lord, comments. Yeah, PS4. I know. PS3 guy, PS1 guy, PS2 guy. We're all got different genres, all got different years. Pimp My Ride, good lord. I thought I just saw it. There you are. Oh, god damn it. I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. Oh, good. Which Pimp My Ride? That's not good. I have not tried this yet. PS Avengers. Oh my god. I get the sense it's probably awful too. I can't guarantee that because I haven't played it, but 2 Pimp My Ride games. Yes, we also got a local. There's quite a few, I think, 360 collectors. Obviously, Retro Katie, who helps with the channel, she does nearly all my thumbnails because Dave doesn't like doing thumbnails, and I've still got to learn. And Katie helps the channel, so it's honestly beneficial having Retro Katie. Thank you very much, Katie. Oh my god. Oh. Do you know, some games are starting to piss me off, and I mentioned it. I mentioned a couple of times. Oh my god, I'm getting this is a problem when you go live. You just get a mental blank, and you just can't think what you're about to say. It's a K1 Premium Dynamite. I think I'm getting sick and tired trying to find that game with a manual. It's like 2 or 3 times no manual. It's becoming the bane of my collection. No. You get. I mean, it helps, but I mean, I was rushing them. When I usually like organise, I just get on my knees gently and just do it that way. I'm now in my 30s, but you need to be flexible with your knees because you need them later on. And I know knee surgeries are like the most common surgery for replacements when you get older, that and hip. But if people like use their knees more often, like gently, get more like they last longer. You don't use it, you lose your muscle. So you can't sit on your ass. That's what I'm trying to say. To be honest, doing all this collection has really been helpful for my like physical flexibility. I'm 6'1", so I'm not short, but I'm not super tall. But I'm reasonably still flexible for a large 6'1" man because my legs are long. So to be honest, you'd be surprised how much I can stretch with certain things. The football club games, by the way, I've really got to start hitting those because honestly, I keep putting them off because I don't think I find them tedious. I just find them like it's going to take. And Hat, who's a regular viewer, literally helps me all the time. Is giving me like eBay. So I've 4, 4, sir. Sudoku 4. That could be sacrilege. I have played Sudoku 5 in the past. I haven't got a game of that. I haven't got that yet. I've got one put aside, put it that way, but I haven't physically got it yet. But I played 4 more than played 5, so I prefer 4 for Sudoku. So, one of my friends suggested I do an RPG tier list. No, I can't do that because I've not played half the RPGs. Shadow Hearts is an awesome game. Ember, who watches a fellow YouTuber, she loves Shadow Hearts. Original one's the best. Covenant's alright, and the third one, or was it the first one? The third one, which was not made by, is it Sega? Oh, good lord, I'm losing my mind. Where are the Shadow Hearts? Oh, God. Charlotte, Silent Hill, Shrek, Show, Shinobi, Shifters, Shin Megami Tensei. Where the bloody Shadow Man? There we go. Oh my goodness. That's right. Not Midway. So obviously Midway made the original one. Very good game. And obviously the second one, Covenant, also a reasonably good game. Third one was not made by Midway because I think Midway went out of business at that point because they made bad decisions. So the third one, From a New World, made by Ghostlight and such, and that wasn't as good. Did not know that, Yorkshireman. I did not know that was a sequel. I'll be honest, my knowledge of RPGs is not brilliant. I mean, everyone knows I love the Atira Iris the trilogy on PS2, and I've been told that Atira Iris, like, kind of like RPGs, still go strong when it's called different names. You understand what I mean? Good lord. Oh, straight. I need to start organising these stuff in the future. I've been told good things about this RPG, but I haven't played it yet. YS the Ark. I can't pronounce that word. I really can't. Oh, good lord. Oh, Struth. You'd be shocked. Bundle. No, yeah, bundles really. You'd be surprised what good games. Mega. Breast. It's pretty good value, Ollie, to be honest. You'd be surprised how hard it was to find Lola Dark, the Steelbook. I think it was found once again by Game Rarities. Game Rarities has found nearly all my Steelbooks for me, because some of these are just ridiculously hard to find. And I mentioned, I think it's just the Australian ones I've got to find. Oh, and I think there is a Metal Gear Solid 3 HMV like version. That's so fucking hard to find. There's certain special editions I haven't bothered because it's like not a waste of time, but it feels like it sometimes. Then some things fall in your lap, like that did. Unbelievable in culture that just popped in a bloody cash converters. An amazing condition that is. It was a bad game. You're not wrong. It was a bad game. The Alone in Dark games were not that good. There's so many games that weren't good. Roller Coaster World, I'm looking at right now. I don't find that a good game at all. I find that terrible. I'll tell you what, I'm just getting fans again. Yeah, special editions that you get sidetracked, you know. Genuine question, has anyone played the Scooby-Doo games on PS2? Because I've maybe played one. Never been a massive fan of Scooby-Doo. Should I play some of them to see if they're any good? Because, to be honest, I like playing the games I've never heard of before rather than the Scooby-Doo games, because there's like 5 Scooby-Doo games on PS2. And I'll be honest, that seems, even William, that seems like a lot of, we're still missing one, the expensive one. That's a lot of Scooby-Doo games. I mean, it's like 8 or 9 SpongeBob games. We have them all, by the way, I think. And obviously, Battle of Bikini Bottom, by far the best one. We all know this. Yes, I know it is Yorkshireman. That's the one I haven't got, the expensive one. Well, it's not super expensive, just hard to find like everything else. There's certain games you think would be easy to find. No. Yeah, the last one, that's it, £38. Also, the cover of that game, Scooby-Doo games, really looks rare. Even in Disconcerter. Yeah, honestly, some of these games, you would have thought. Problem is, I want to show you my list, but I can't show you live. And if I show you off a phone, it's just not going to look good. This is not the phone I use normally. This is like an old phone. To be honest, Where is my list? I have a backup list, by the way. In the episode, I think someone saw, like... No, not Room Zoom yet, I'm sorry. It's one of those games I don't own yet. Where is my... Bingo. Let's see if I can... A lot of people trade their old phones in. I understand why you get discount. You see, every time I try to realign it, it goes down. That's the camera stand giving up. Oh, here comes the pain. That's a good question. What's the best WWE PS2 game? Is it Here Comes the Pain or is it Shut Your Mouth? I think Shut Your Mouth had the better story mode, but I think Here Comes the Pain had the better talent roster. 403 is, I've been told 403 for certain things. Oh, here we go. Ember, there you are. Literally just mentioned to you about Shadow Hearts. Evening, Ember. What are the odds? Evening, everyone. Oh, good lord. Oh, God. People think I'm tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy. I'm terrible with tech. Honestly, right now I'm trying to go from my base list on this old phone, and it's hard work. It really is. So here's some games I still need to find, by the way. Autobahn Racer 4. Now, obviously, I've got to look to Germany for that one. For those who don't know what an Autobahn is a German motorway with no speed limits. Yes, Ember, I literally mentioned you because someone mentioned Shadow Hearts, and every time I think of Shadow Hearts, I think of you. In a good way, Ember. In a good way. Oh, good lord. Beta Block. Evening, Casamado. What the fuck is Beta Block? I've legit never seen a copy of Beta Block. I'm going to have to Google it. There's certain games on this list still now that I've never actually known of. Then there's certain games where you think it'll be easy to find. Bob the Builder Festival for Fun. Can't find it. And probably some of these I can just probably order from CEX, but if I can't find it in person over the last 2 years, they must be hard to find in a weird way. Then obviously all the brains of Britain, but like the brains of France, brains of Germany, Buzz Games, they are going to be an absolute pisser to find. Yeah, I know. No, everyone enjoys Shadow Hearts, Ember. Then there's certain games as like, once again, like Combat Ace, you would have thought would be like common one to find. Then there's like genuine rare games. CY Girls. I've never seen a copy of that yet. Oh, serious question. Here you go, Emma. Brace yourself. Oh, the Retro War. You know the Retro War very well. The Indian games I'm getting some help with, by the way. Indian games I'm actually getting some help with. Okay, serious question time, because I never actually looked at this. Does anyone remember the game DJ Hero? Not great. Not great. What the fuck is DJ Desks and FX? They're like 5 different games. Then it says like House Edition, Live Session Edition, Claudio Cocalucu Edition. That sounds like foreign things. Now, I've really got to Google some of this stuff, but people think I know every game I've got to look for. Now, some of these games I ain't got a fucking clue. I really haven't. Once again, by the way, the claims on the slant, the camera stand has just given up on life. It really has. A lot of the ESPN like sports games are hard to find too. They really are. And then it's like Thinkless World, which genuinely is a rare game. I know of Thinkless World. Yeah, CX genuinely rise the price at this point. Of anything horror, the prices will just go up. They never come back down, by the way. That's a common thing with CEX. They never come down. Okay, so does anyone remember the Disney film? Is it Disney film G-Force? The one with is it the guinea pigs? I know, it's 20 years for 360 and PS3, my god. But the Disney film G-Force, there's a second G-Force game, never seen. Like stuff like that. Honestly, it's like, you're thinking, there's like rare games like Glass Rose, that is a reasonably rare game. Hang about. I didn't see the question in, but do you want to repeat that again? You got to understand, when I'm live, I'm seeing things pop up, but I don't want to press buttons, because honestly, every time I press a button, something goes horribly wrong. You want to repeat the question, Emma, please do, because I'm missing things. It might sound incredibly sad when I say this. I'm not used to getting so many comments on a live video. This is probably the most comments I've gotten sometimes, so I appreciate you all. I generally do. God Lord. No! No, Ember. No, Ember. Just gonna hide in the corner, Ember. It's not a hard game to find, Ember. It really isn't. I just every time I think about it, I kind of get sidetracked. I will get it. It's actually a reasonably easy game to find. Draken, obviously. I know CX Island. We have a couple of Irish subscribers, and one very helpful. His online persona, I think, is Davilicious. Anyway, or Insidious, David Insidious. He helps me a lot with Irish things, so I actually thought of buying from Ireland and getting it imported, but financially it wouldn't make sense. No, you're not unsubscribed, member. You're not unsubscribed. Please don't. In all seriousness, that reminds me, the Colchester episode, by the way, for some reason, and I honestly don't know, I don't know if I upset some people, it is the most unsubscribed episode I've ever done for the channel. Honestly. For some reason, people watch that episode and while watching it unsubscribed, so it tells me while they're subscribing, like it's got the most on one episode ever done. And I spoke to Dave about this, and I spoke to people about this. I was like, what have I done in this episode that's upset people? And no one can tell me why. Genuinely confused. So maybe there's like a massive Colchester following who were really upset that I criticised Colchester CEX. I know you're joking, Ember. but it really confused me for like a day and a half. It's like, what did they say in this episode that made people genuinely upset? No, Battlefield 6. Oh, good lord. I don't just... Yeah. See, people forget it's like, modern games are awesome. You need the internet for modern games. And if the internet goes down, you're fucked. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. If I could do this on laptop or like a computer, I would, because I can see the Actually, give me a second. I can see bear me a second. I have the internet on here too, so I can actually see. I can. Good lord. Turn down. Shut the fuck up. Issues. God damn. How the fuck did I ever? Oh, it is stuck. I remember that. No apologise, Ember. I'm joking. I'm genuinely joking. I can tell you can take a joke. I really can. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I'm having some technical difficulties right now. Oh, I can still see it. Like, I can still see the comments. Oh, fuck me. Technical. Oh. Right, I can actually see the comments in full now below me. Awesome. I can see them pop up, but if I miss anything, I can. What do you mean by fighters? I need a little more context, because we're talking King of Fighters? If we're talking King of Fighters, then no. There are some... I've got the really expensive King of Fighters, like King of Fighters 98 or 99, what's it called? But there are some King of Fighters I'm still missing. That is true. Neo Wave, I think is one of them I'm missing. King of Fighters, once again, like all King of Fighters, hard to find. Oh, good lord. The Kokoto episode, the C-O-C-O-T-A, Kokoto, those games are hard to find too. Even One of a Kind. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm looking down here. Let's make a family battle copy. Just one. Oh yeah, missing a manual. My god, there's so many comments coming right now. Most expensive PS2 game. Good question. It used to be Rule of Rose, but probably now. I wonder. Because I haven't sorted out yet. Is Samurai Western here? Good lord. Samurai Western. There it is. Because of Rule of Rose went through the ground, obviously, because they found a shitload in Italy. This is probably my most expensive game now. I can't remember what the price is now, but I think it's like £200, maybe £300 these days at CEX. But that's CEX price, and that really is. I've got all the expensive ones to find, I really have. Right, missed comments because they came in hard and fast there for a second. Yes, King of Fight. I thought you were right. It's like Max Impact 1 and 2. Max Impact. Okay, I need some more context because you got people. It might sound stupid. When you got so many of these games, some of them you can think of the head like that. Some of you like, what's that? What is that? I mean, I can, Ember, because I'll be honest, it is quite pink. Pink PS2s are not hard to find. It's just they seem to be quite expensive because For some reason, pink is a popular colour these days. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I have King of Fighters Max Impact 1 and 2. Sorry, I legit... okay, so... Oh, good God, I'm fighting the shelf. Sorry, I literally, because with the N2, and yeah. Good games. I like them both. King of Fighters, I'm not... How can I put this? I used to be reasonably good at fighting games, and I stopped playing for a while, and I'm probably terrible by today's average. The kids, if you will. I'm out of touch with what the youngsters play online. I'd be lying if I said I knew. I got a gamer laptop, so to be honest, my personal favourite PS2 game, Valiant... the games I always seem to go back to once a year. We'll go with that one. Need for Speed Most Wanted is honestly in top 3 for me, because it's just got Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Roses. For some reason, I always go back to that once a year just for funsies. I'll be honest, the GTAs have aged not well for me. Echo the Dolphin, really? Because I've got Echo the Dolphin, thank God. Other games I genuinely like playing. A lot of like Samurai Warriors I'll crack out eventually. Warriors of Orochi I'll crack out eventually. Nice buy. Lords of Shadows, goodbye. The Sly Cooper games I will play occasionally again because I think they're very good and underrated. Oh, SS Tricky, yes, good call. I need both Shattered Memories versions, so the BBFC version and the Peggy version, I think they are. I need both of them really if I want to go full collection. I've got Origins, I've got 2, 3, and 4. And there was one other I think I've got, but they're the 2 I really need. Hello, Elite Nova. We're getting some people, we're getting some new faces, well, say faces, new people watching. I appreciate you all, I really do. Alone in the Dark New Nightmare. Interesting. The Thing's a good game. The Thing's a really good game. Contra SS. That's a Marmite game. You either like it or hate it. I do not have the Silent Hill collection, no. It might sound stupid. That's not actually, that's a special or collection edition, so that doesn't count to the number. So that's on the back burner, if you will. So obviously I know your favourites, Ember. Draken, Shadow Hearts, Ace the Arc the Lad, Twilight Spring. Yes, some good calls here. Pirates, The Legend of Black. That's a really good game. By myself. Road Trip Adventure. This person knows games. Good call, Elite Nova. Yes, it was. And Kuro, this man knows his racing games. Kuro Q. I love those. I don't know which game it was, because I think it's Road Trip Adventure, but it could be Kuro Q, where you could modify your car. It might sound stupid and make upgrades. Yeah, back in the day that was so cheap, and now you're going to be paying high 150, 200. Penny Races, that's a good one too. Bratz Rock Angels. Give me a second. It haunts me. It taunts me. Oh, I love that. Oh, good Lord. There is like one Bratz game I still need, by the way. But since you mentioned Bratz, and I'll break it out for them, here we go. Of course, it's the expensive Brat game I need, but obviously I was... good Lord, I'm missing so many comments. Crazy Taxi. I think the Dreamcast version was better. I know that's sacrilege for the PS2 guy, but I think the Dreamcast version was better. What are some of your games cases? Okay, good call. James Hale's Grave. How can I put this? These are the games I don't own. So when I actually get the games I do own, I know I just slide them in. It used to be a colossal pisser organising games. I used to have to constantly move things across. So about 3 or 4 months ago, I literally refit the whole shelf and went down my list and put everything in alphabetical order. And anything that's got a wrong spine end, that is a game I don't own. So when I do own it, I can just take the case out, slide it back in, and save me a shitload of time. And honestly, it made the collection purposes so much easier. Oh my God. You like Happy Feet the game? I beg your pardon. No, it's only Project Zero 3. It's probably one of the most common games I don't own. Simpsons Hit and Run is obviously one of the top 10 games of the PS2. Or still, for me, by far the best Simpsons game ever made. Some people might argue that one. No, here we go. Sorry, Emma. So Bratz Diamonds Forever. I got that out of a bundle, I believe. Bratz Rock Angels, the one Ember made. These are shockingly expensive games, by the way. I don't know why, but apparently I was told they were actually made shockingly well. Like, they actually took some care in them. And Bratz the movie. I'm still... The one I think... The really expensive one. It's not my favourite franchise, Dave. Shut up. Oh, 10 quid. So I think the best version of Hit and Run is actually on the GameCube, I've been told. And that is shockingly more expensive. But obviously the most common one's on PS2. What you'll find is a lot of the games on the PS2 are the better version of the GameCube. Honestly, you won't find that on memory drive. Fucking hell, these comments are coming in hard. Like, for instance, Resident Evil 4 is actually so much better on the GameCube as Unreal. Resident Evil 4 is the best game on the GameCube. Fact. Right, let's read some comments because they're flying in faster than me. It's not my favourite franchise, Dave. Fuck you. Yes, Project Zero 2. I saw it's come down slightly. You see it, Hit and Run, memory card. There's 30 plus hit and runs. Do you know that? Which one is that? The Sims were incredible sellers of PS2. I'm not going to criticize Sims. That made fucking millions for EA Sports. It's a shit game. That's what they should have called them. I'm joking. Sims are very good games. Still very popular to this day. Dolls. How? No. Dave, this is a bit rich coming from the man who's got a shitload of wrestling figures. They're just male dolls, sir. Dave, if you quit right now, I fully understand. Coventry. Have not been to Coventry. Yes, this Simpsons movie. Is that the Simpsons game or the Simpsons movie in general? Yes, Dave apparently loves his naked plastic men. I don't know how to respond to that, Dave. Well, to be honest, there was like 3 or 4 copies of this at like Forgotten Worlds in Scotland. I got this one. This one isn't like, it's not sealed obviously, but this one's in like amazing condition. So 300 for like a perfect one, easily 300. Oh my god. Dave likes his plastic naked men. The Sims may not be popular for far too much longer. Yeah. You can always still play the old ones. They're going to play exactly the same. Remember, no internet required for these games. Modern day. See, the internet, which honestly, without it, no one will watch this, obviously. Too many things require the internet. It's like, honestly, it's like, if anyone who has Sky Television, you rich bastards, you need the internet to watch it. If the internet goes, you can't watch Sky. That's just silly. Some people like phones. If they've still got a home phone, you need the internet. If it doesn't work, you can't make phone calls to your home phone. And I know what you're saying, just use your mobile phone. There is still a shocking amount of people who do not have a mobile phone. I think it's like in the hundreds of thousands who still do not own a mobile phone. And it's not elderly people. It's like a random mixture of people. Oh, I knew you worked for Game Yorkshireman. I knew that. I think you mentioned that once. Oh, good lord, only 8,000. Target, no manual, sun damage, foreign language. Hello, Katie. The smart beds, yeah, that must have been interesting. Elite Nova. The smart beds must have been shockingly interesting. Have a good evening, Ember. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. So, for Samurai Western between £60 and £70 would be an incredible price. You would snap that shit up immediately. That's like 25% of what it's actually worth. Oh, amazing deal. Honestly, if that's online, either it's a fake or someone's a tad, someone's naive, or they just genuinely don't know and don't care. Simple as that. No, not all the colours. It's hilarious, Yorkshireman. In the short time I've been cutting like N64 controllers, they have been so much easier to find colour controllers for the N64 than it is for the PS2. And to be honest, and I would show that one, but you haven't technically seen that yet. That's in tomorrow's episode. To be honest, PS2 controllers for me, the colours kind of meh. I don't know why, but the colours of the N64 seem brighter for some reason, even though they're the same colours. I can't get it. There we go. Speed Racer. If that's, I don't know if I got Speed Racer. Well, I can check the shelf. That's the best way to check. SP, Sonic, Snowboard, SOCOM, Soprano, Soul Reaver. Oh, good God. Space Chimps, Speed King, Speed... Yes, I have Speed Racer. I do have Speed Racer. I honestly, and I think I mentioned before, sometimes in the last 2.5 years I've bought the same game twice because I haven't ticked it off my list. I've gotten a lot better about that. I think there's one game I bought 3 times. I have dark blue. The red one I have. The luminous yellow one, which is like 50 quid. I would love to have that one. The green one also, I like to have. This is PS2 controls, by the way. Then the other colours I haven't really got much of. See, the problem is, and it is true, PS2 controllers were not made very well. They have not held the test of time. Where, unbelievably, N64 controllers, which are some of the worst controllers ever made, actually have held quite well. The ones I've bought recently actually play shockingly well. It's ridiculous. Yes, there is definitely less PS2 and PSP games, Parker Games at CEX. That is absolutely true. I have the PS3 pad. Yeah, I've obviously... How can I put this? So, when the PS3 came out, and obviously high price, not many games, I switched over to the Xbox 360. Some people don't realise this yet to this day. I've never officially owned a PS3. I've never had one because the Xbox 360 I thought was better. I might buy one just for better like saving ability for PS2 games, but I feel like playing a PS2 game on PS3 for a channel where it's all about PS2 comes off a bit sacrilegious. Xbox 360 was by far the best console of that generation. Not sales-wise, because the fucking Wii, but by far the best console for like general gameplay. It really was. I can't emphasize that enough. And the best console Microsoft ever made. Yes, original Xboxes are shockingly rare. I don't know why. I'm just saying people just didn't keep them. I don't know why. I really don't. When I record the console tier list the next 2 or 3 days, when I get to the Dreamcast, that's going to be quite interesting because the Dreamcast is beloved by a lot of people, but there are so many flaws in that Dreamcast, including piracy. Because so where I'm going to put that on the tier list, that might piss people off. Oh, good Lord, that might be... I know it wasn't... I understand. Nostalgia, popularity, barely love. Nostalgia, popularity. More people love it now than it did when it actually existed. Talking about the Dreamcast, by the way. It's not like some kind of amazing console came along where you can watch DVDs on it and just fucking destroyed it. Oh, Dave. I knew Dave would be all of the Dreamcast's dick. Sir, if it could play DVDs, it might have survived, but they thought that wasn't a good idea. Really out of touch Sega were at a point. I mean, the games are really good on Dreamcast. They really are, but they were behind the times. There's a reason why it was their last console. I will say, since Sega have gone into making software games, a lot of their franchises have been shockingly good. And let's be honest, but Football Manager's pretty much carried Sega. Because I keep forgetting every time I play Football Manager occasionally in the past, the Sega logo will come out. It's like, oh yeah, Sega make this fucking shit. Of course they do. Have one OG Xbox. It was a gift from Mum. Oh, that's actually quite lovely. Dave, the Dreamcast was a failure. Let's just be real. Just like the Virtual Boy was a failure for Nintendo, Dreamcast was a failure for. I mean, it sold millions of consoles. Just that this thing was the best selling console ever. So everything lost to this. Yes, piracy was a massive issue. I believe was it? That's right. CD. You could literally burn a game onto a CDR. You could literally take a CD, burn it on there, and it would play in the Dreamcast. Quality stuff from Sega. Oh my god. I'll be leaving shortly, but before I go, let's tell you a story. So, 2 or 3 years ago, 2023, so there was a Norwich Gaming Convention. It lasted 2 years. Would have lasted longer, but I can't go into those reasons. They're not my reasons to tell. So anyway, OLL 23. It was a lovely gaming convention. 2 days. It was 2 days. I was there for both days. This was literally in the first year of... What are you looking at, Dave? This was literally in the first year of the channel. No one knew who I was. Anyway, I filmed it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. 2023, there was so much biased love for Sega. And I think and there was a panel where they discussed the best console of all time, like YouTubers. Some of those YouTubers are still on YouTube today. I'm not going to mention names. And basically, in the last 4 consoles, 3 of them were Sega consoles. And I was sitting there watching this, and I was like, are we talking like general opinion here, or are we using facts here, or are we just going for what you like? Because if we go for facts, how the fuck can Sega get the top of the 3 of the top 4 consoles ever made? Explanations, please. There was a lot of Sega bias 2 or 3 years ago, random Sega bias. And yes, the Genesis Mega Drive was a good console. Sega Saturn was an interesting console. And the Dreamcast was the best console they ever made. But every time they made something else came along and went, I'm better. And they didn't win. Sega didn't win 1 generation. Just remember that. Sega did not win 1 generation of consoles. I knew someone's going to start Genesis does what Nintendo don't, which is fantastic, but we're in Europe. It's the Mega Drive, sir. Oh my god. Okay, if we're talking Super Nintendo versus Mega Drive, better games, both consoles had fantastic games. That's factual. That's true. Sound, like music, if you... any SNES music was amazing. Sega Twang, though. Sega Twang. And I had a Mega Drive. I love Sonic. I love all those games. But the Sega Twang... Someone took the Mega Man X soundtrack and put it on the Sega, and the twang made it sound weird to me. But we're talking sales SNES 1. I mean, if we're talking like franchises of amazing games on the SNES, they probably won better too. Yes, Mortal Kombat was far better on the Genesis. We all know this. I mean, Blood Code, and it actually played better. It really did. But take away Sonic, take away Mortal Kombat, and maybe a couple other franchises, what actually was a hard seller for the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, like games-wise? I want honest opinions here because I don't want to offend nobody, but Mario, Zelda, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Super fucking Metroid. Amazing game. Then the other franchises that were made on the Super Nintendo were amazing. Yeah, Sonic was the kingpin for... Once you got past the Sonic games, and Road Rage was a good game, by the way, Dave. It really was. I played it. Micro Machine games were very good on the console too. They really were. Better RPGs on the SNES than there was on the... Oh, Streets of Rage. That's a good franchise too. I forgot about that. But better RPGs were on the Super Nintendo. That's just factual. It's like, yeah, we've got Shining Force and Phantasy Star. Well, on Sega, we've got the Final Fantasy games. Chrono Trigger. Secret of Mana. It's like, oh shit, they are really good RPGs. It's like, I'm joking, obviously. It depends what you love or you don't love. I love both consoles, but SNES is going to be higher in that tier list than the Sega Genesis. That's going to happen. I'm sorry. The original Golden Axe was fantastic. The second one was pretty good. The third one was weird. The death sound of Golden Axe was amazing. Never played Shinobi. I'll be honest. Columns. To be honest, Columns were... Oh, no, Column, no. We all know the best Tetris rip-off is Dr. Robotnik's mean bean machine. Thank you very much. Tap the temple. Oh my god. I forgot Alex Kidd, but that's like really early Genesis. I'm genuinely stunned no one has mentioned Michael Jackson's Moonwalker yet. Castle Illusion was pretty good. Alien Syndrome, not big. Once again, this is his opinions. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. I know Moonwalker was weird, Yorkshireman, because legit some copies had Thriller on it and some copies didn't have Thriller on it. So you didn't know what moves you're going to get on which copy of Moonwalker. It's really fucking weird, that game. And obviously you can make jokes of Michael Jackson and Spence, because I'm not going to make those jokes. But it's for the time it's pretty good. And it is true Michael Jackson originally was on board for Sonic 3's soundtrack. Dave, that just literally came in my fucking head. Fuck you. I know it's worth a bit these days. But Michael Jackson was originally a part of the Sonic 3 sound team, and he was in some of the soundtracks on Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You can tell the Michael Jackson vibes from some of those themes, from like Ice Cap Zone. That is Michael Jackson all over. Carnival Night Zone. That screams Michael Jackson remix all over. But Michael Jackson gave up because the sound on the Genesis was not up to his expectations. Sorry, did someone just say the Lion King game on the SNES, one of the hardest games ever made? Did someone just say that? I saw that pop up. Oh, Mr. Lavelle. Yes, you're right. Right, said Fred Sonic song. Fucking hell, no. Okay, that is true. The Aladdin game on the Genesis I felt was better than the one on the SNES. And that's really interesting because the SNES version was made by Capcom. But I thought the Genesis version was better. So that's true. The Aladdin game was better on Genesis. Just an opinion. Yeah, but Turtles Hyperstone was literally a copy of Turtles in Time on the SNES. Literally a copy. Oh, this man knows. This man knows. Hercules is the best Disney game. Well, hang about. Kingdom Hearts technically counts as a Disney game, sir. I mean, but Hercules was amazing. Just for the Danny DeVito sound clips. Concentrate! Speedball. Does this man just bring Amiga up in this conversation? Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, no. But you are showing your age, sir, with that comment. Not including Kingdom Hearts. Maybe? I'll tell you a weird Disney game. Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey is a weird Disney game to this day. You're 48, sir. You know what? Good for, honestly, yeah. I mean, I'm in my 30s. We'll go with that one. But yeah, honestly, what I've learned is from my analytics is that 95% of the people who watch the channel are either between 34 and 50. Actually, no, it's like 80%, but it's like we have quite a few 25 to 34-year-olds. Oh, there's a lot of naff Disney games. Trust me, there's a lot of them. I mean, there was quite good NES ones. I mean, DuckTales was amazing. Tailspin was all right. It's really a shame that Darkwing Duck was a terrible game, but it's an amazing cartoon. I just saw Spectrum pop up on the chat. Here we go. Which version of Tarzan? PS1? Yes. N64? No. They're probably the same game. They probably are. Okay, Tarzan, yeah. Spectrum. Oh, yeah. Oh, this man. Here's a Spectrum. Quackshot. Okay, I'm showing my ignorance. Oh, let's get... Whoa. You do not come in my chat and say Commodore 64 is the worst console ever made. Don't you dare. I'm joking, Yorkshireman, but my God, man, you're playing a dangerous game. No, there's worse than that. I mean, if you include Virtual Boy as a console, because I know it's handheld technically, but there were worse consoles. They really were. 3DO would scream worst console for me at the moment, but there you go. This man has a C64 Mini. There you go. Oh yeah. Well, every Nintendo console I've owned, it still works. Actually, the ones that don't work and break often is the Sony consoles. I've had some issues with the Sony consoles. I'll go with that one. I've gone through a lot of PS2s. Oh, okay. Yes, Atari Jaguar was a bad console, but amazing box. To this day, if I see an amazing Atari black box, for some reason I go to it, it's like, I must buy this. I never do, obviously. Atari Jaguar was one of the weirdest consoles ever built, because it was technically a 64-bit console, but the way it was built, how they connected the bits together, it was so hard to make games for that console, just fucking bombed. And then they had the balls to release a disk drive system for that console, which barely ever worked. So Atari really can look themselves in the mirror and say, yeah, we sucked. But then again, the Atari 2600 is one of the best consoles ever made. I mean, that console lasted 17 years. Legit lasted 17 years. It survived the video game crash. Just saying. And that will come up. Anyway, we're probably going to call it there now. And I genuinely was going to do some sorting of games, but I kind of enjoyed reading the comments and having a conversation with you all. I do enjoy these live streams. This is the second one down the row, and I enjoy the hell out of them. So, hope you all have a good night. Platoon, yeah, Platoon was all right. Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, you want to join the Facebook group? There's our Facebook page. Discord page is still there. If you want to get in touch with me, Instagram, probably the best way to do. Toodly pips. Yes, I will get obscure too. It's not a hard game to find. Anyway, I'll see you all later, guys. And for those who just joined the chat, I'm sorry, we're about to leave. Have a good evening, guys. Bye. How do I end this? This way? Yes. Bye.